What is up, folks? Welcome back to our Digimon Let's Play. Once again, we are here back with Alex and Finn, and it is a fresh day, a fresh, I guess, set of Digis ready to go. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyways, we're into our next episode. I hope you guys are ready. Here we go. Alright folks, so here we are back again. I like coming out into the yard in order to start the episode because I feel like we do a lot of ending of the episodes inside the training hut. The dingy little training hut, and as fun as that can be sometimes, it's not always a nice place to be. Alright, so I like starting the episode out here. It's not a big deal, but what often happens is when we come out, then our guys are ready to, you know, talk to us about the training that we did before we went to sleep, so that's always a plus point. One thing we haven't ever spoken about, and we probably should discuss at length, is what the fuck is going on with the grass in this game. I mean, I don't know what's happening with Felicia, but that grass, weird. Anyways, let's talk to Tanemon. We'll pick up our meat for the day. We'll also speak to Koromon, and we have to decide what we're going to get up to in this episode, folks, because we're waiting 24 hours on our seeds to grow, and that means that, you know, we have some time to kill and some potential adventures to run. So I think what we will do is, we now obviously have Birdramon and Biyomon. We're not going to need to use those guys necessarily just yet, but I think we should also talk to Tentomon here and also try and make a bit of money. Now, having 2 medicine is quite important at this stage because we might end up fighting stronger battles in which we get absolutely thrashed. So having 2 medicine is important because we can't buy medicine at this point. Just getting it from Koromon is the only thing we can do at the moment. So yeah. We still haven't used our chunk of meat, and I'm wondering whether we should just stash it in the bank. We have 2 conductor lemons, which are going to be important, and we have some duty fruit that we've picked up as well. A baby strawberry. I guess we could probably hang on to that. We might need it at some point. Scratchy grass, I don't think we need. And we finally pick up a regen disc. I don't know where we got this from. I was not paying attention to that. Did Koromon just give us that? I don't know, but anyways, let's store some stuff with Palmon here, or Patamon. Holy shit, there's so many Mons. I should point out in the last episode I stored some stuff in the bank just before I left the city. That's something that we should probably talk about. I'll put 1 medicine in the bank. In fact, no, do you know what? I'm going to hang on to medicine just on the off chance that we need it. We are probably going to put our hunk of meat in the bank because we're not going to need that. Cheerful apple, definitely our conductor lemons, our duty fruit, baby strawberry. Yeah, everything that we don't really need. That gives us 10 spots in our inventory, which is more than enough. Let's buy some stuff from Tentomon. We picked up a bunch of money in the last episode so we can restock on all of our things. It's kind of, you know, we kind of find ourselves doing some of the same stuff over and over again, guys. But at the same time, it's just kind of how the game goes. I'm going to buy, in fact, not a porta potty. I'm going to buy an extra autopilot. Don't think we need to buy any more porta potties. Let's, do we want some of these and then probably that? That's a good split. What we tend to find, guys, is that we are doing the same thing day in, day out when we come out of the city, but, you know, it's better to just prepare ourselves for the day. Let us accomplish everything that we want to accomplish, and that'll save us from running backwards and forward to the city over and over again. Now, there is still a Fugamon up here on this cliff top that at this point we could probably fight against. I don't know if we want to take him, though. We'll just leave him for the time being. What will likely happen is we will get to a stage where we are strong enough to fight him, and by that point he won't give us good stats anyway. We could risk our life and limb against him and fight him, and maybe he can actually teach us a bunch of, give us a bunch of XP, which would be great. But at the same time, I don't want to start off the episode by using too many recoveries, because at this point I don't actually know what we're going to be doing. Obviously the seeds are in that part of the map, and so we don't really, oh wow. Oh wow! Completely out of the blue. Holy shit, guys. Alright, well, this is an excellent start to the episode. Didn't imagine this. We have our first ever Ultimate Digivolution, and we get, alright, a Mega Kabuterimon. A Mega Kabuterimon Blue. Wow. Alright, so I didn't know if we were going to make it to Ultimate Digimon, or with the first gen. I spoke about that at length in the last episode, but yeah. Alright, so casual as fuck, we now have a Mega Kabuterimon. Let's have a look at this guy real quick. Alex has literally blossomed. He went from being the kind of runt in Auroramon with Mac Jab, was not very useful. We didn't really rely on her too much. She went into Yokomon, who was much stronger than Finn because of all the training that she was getting, and now she is sprouted way up into her ultimate form, which is absolutely insane. Let's have a look at some of these stats here. So we've got 500 strength, 400 stamina, almost 500 stamina, 500 wisdom, and 500 speed, and we've got a whopping 3000 HP and shit like that as well. That's absolutely nuts. So Alex, wow, welcome to the team, my friend. You are looking pretty good. We haven't any more moves to equip right now because we haven't fought against too many poison types, but maybe we can change that this episode. I've got a feeling that we can tangle with someone. We lose the ability to use Nightmare, which is a bit of a shame, but at the same time, that doesn't matter too much. Now, really what I should be doing with that in mind is I should be paying a lot more attention to these Tamer skills, guys, because that's twice we have Digivolved when I've not expected it, and we could have definitely been utilising some of this stuff. Long Life from Digivolution, I kind of wish we had took that before he Digivolved, but maybe we can still proc Finn. I'm not entirely sure. We also have the rebirth one, but I don't think that's important. Why don't we go along to evolution and pick one of these? In fact, we can't because we don't have enough trainer points. Alright, that's fine. Don't think we want any of these just yet. We could potentially save up, but let's take this one here. Long Life from Digivolution. Or would that upset the balance? Nah, fuck it. It doesn't matter. So what I'm scared about is now when Finn Digivolves, he will get that bonus, whereas Alex has missed that bonus. So I'm worrying about upsetting the life cycles a little bit here. But honestly, if your Digimon if they fall out of sync, it's not the end of the world. I see a lot of people asking me in the comments, kind of panicky. Oh my god, like no, oh my god, that makes it sound more dramatic than it is. But a lot of people get antsy when their Digimon fall out of cycle, and it can kind of complicate things a little bit. But it's not always the end of the world. Normally, what I tend to find is that having your Digimon... Oh my fucking goodness. Alright, well that's something that we can talk about. There's a fucking ginormous Numemon over there. Okay, so when your Digimon fall out of cycle, obviously it's quite beneficial because one of your Digimon will be on catch-up whenever you train in the gym, and also when you battle, you will have an easier time. You'll probably be able to finish the battles off a lot quicker and things like that. So there is some plus points. It's not the end of the world. We have a bunch of stuff going on here. We have never been in here before in this playthrough, I don't think. I think if we did come in here, we were only peeking, but this is the old Cableway. In here we have some Goblimon, level 8. We also have some Black Gabumon. I keep calling these Gatomon earlier in the series, guys. I'm really sorry. They're level 6, but they also use Nightmare on us, which is filthy. And then in the background we have a King Numemon, which is a random occurrence spawn in this game. There are giant Digimon that appear in certain places. It's not completely random. This Numemon will tend to spawn in this area alone. But if we walked out and walked back in, he might not be here, that kind of thing. So what I want to do here is try and get to this Kabuterimon over here, because he is obviously important and he probably will have something to talk about. So let's get this Goblimon out of the way. We'll do a bit of fighting and also take our friend here, Mega Kabuterimon, for a spin. I wonder if we'll be able to do anything exciting. Probably not. His main move is close range. In fact, his only move, and it's quite close range. Yeah, it's close range and it's quite slow to cast as well. So I don't know if that's an important thing. What I do need to do is probably tell Finn to fight conserving MP. Especially in these battles, we can play it slow and steady and not burn a bunch of shit. This guy's angry now, and it looks like he's poisoned. Oh no, he's not poisoned, but he's dead. Alright, nice and easy. How much do we get from this? Probably nothing. We get 150 bits at least, and we get a meat, which is fine. But as for XP gain, these guys are way beyond or below what we need to be. We have rose past this and beyond. So we're going to praise these guys, get some bonus stats here, which is nice. Or bonus points towards our bonding, etc. And also unlock some more info. So this is the Digivolution info that we're talking about at the end of the last episode. If you guys missed that, this is one of the ways in which you can unlock those points and try and gather some more pieces of how you can Digivolve into stronger guys. Now that we've done that, let's talk to Kabuterimon here. Because I'm thinking that even if we have to fight Kabuterimon, this guy can probably teach us some good moves now that we have Mega Kabuterimon. No see you before, you look strong. Me Kabuterimon, and we want to be strong. We want to see how strong me am. You fight me. So it seems like Kabuterimon isn't the sharpest tool in the shed, but we are definitely going to challenge this guy to a fight and see how we go on. And if he can teach us moves for Mega Kabuterimon, then that would be fucking amazing. Let's see what this guy can do. So that's a Fire Breath move. I don't know if that's going to be important for Mega Kabuterimon, but you know, let's see. I don't think we need to worry about this guy too much. Our two champions are extremely strong at this point, and we're probably just going to literally smash through this fight. Can we get a Mega Kabuterimon ult off though? That's the question. There is a massive ability dropped on us there. Holy shit. So Kabuterimon actually uses a very, very powerful move on us that is going to be so important if we pick up a Fire Digimon later on in the playthrough. He almost kills our Ultimate Digimon straight off the bat, so if he does that again, we are in for a rough surprise. It looks like we're not going to get our ult off, so I am probably just going to tell Saberdramon to use Nightmare here, and then what I'm going to do is also tell our Mega Kabuterimon to defend. Just on the off chance that those moves went through a little bit faster. There is a likelihood that Alex gets an injury here, so that's something that we need to consider. And yeah, that's that. Looks like we're okay for now. So, Kabuterimon, you're strong. What training do? You train in the city? I mean, no, we don't actually train in the city, but I mean, you can do if you want to. We will when we're babies, but Kabuterimon joins the city. There we have it. And we get that nice little indicator. Now, luckily, Alex did not get an injury, which is fine. And we have this massive rock in the middle of the path. So this is kind of an indication, guys, that, you know, this path is leading somewhere. But unfortunately, right now, there is a ginormous-ass boulder in the way. We are not going to fight the King Numemon, which would be extremely exciting. But that is a surefire way to get absolutely destroyed. I don't know if we could take him. I don't actually think he's that strong. And he would probably give us good XP and money. But there's also these Black Gatomon hanging about him as well. And really, I don't want to fuck with those guys. I'm more scared of them than I am of him. If King Numemon was here by himself, maybe we could look at fighting him. But I think what we're going to do is just be happy with our recruitment in Kabuterimon and peace out of this area for now. Maybe we can come back at some point, but I'm happy with that. I don't really want to take any more deaths because one is enough for me just now. So let's trog on. I think what we could do is probably wander in another direction. Stopping and thinking a minute. We have tons of the Logic Volcano to investigate. There's other parts of the Server Desert. Obviously, inside the Server Desert, there were little people that we could have spoke to. There was the Meteormon clue puzzle thing that we had to do. Definitely something that we can revisit at some point. But for now, let's walk along this way because I want to show you guys as much of the game as possible. Because if you guys only end up sticking around for a few episodes in the series, I want to try and show you as much of Next Order as I can. And it also gives you guys a bit of an understanding of the different biomes that exist in the game. And I think that we can show you a fresh one just now. So, let's... I'm thinking that there might be a benefit in fighting some of these Auroramon. Just quickly, I'm not going to stick around here for too long, but I want this Auroramon to teach us some moves because she has a poison move that Mega Kabuterimon can definitely utilize. She doesn't get a chance to use it, which is fucking hilarious. Alright guys, after about 3 battles and cleaning out this area, it's very apparent that it's going to be difficult to pick up this move because our Digimon are so goddamn strong at this point. So yeah, we'll maybe think about that later on, but for the time being, I'm happy chilling. Now, I do want to tackle these red Vegemon and see how we get on. Now, this might end up being a massive mistake, but at the same time, we should be fine. I think that Mega Kabuterimon has enough damage to tank a lot, but I do remember these guys being extremely intimidating. I don't think they're going to give us that much good stats, but I do want to see just on the off chance that they do. So I'm going to look at who this guy is focusing. In this case, I think it's Mega Kabuterimon, and I'm going to keep an eye on that. Is he doing AoE? I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. If this guy... Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage, which is great. We got power up there from... So what I'm going to do here is... we got power up here for Finn, but I'm going to hit defend here and try and block, which I think we get off. Okay, there's a big AoE move. That actually kills... That kills our Mega Kabuterimon, which I think we could use a regen disc on. I don't want to waste this, but at the same time, I'm going to use it just on the off chance that this red Vegemon does that again. He might actually just KO our Mega Kabuterimon if he is in range. Luckily, he is not, so we are just going to throw a bunch of items here. But this is how intimidating this fight can be. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is probably just use a bunch of our abilities and try and make this fight go ASAP. Oh god, there is a recovery that needed to be thrown. Very tricky fight, guys. A lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And we pick up little to no stats from this guy. I mean, check this out. How grim does this look? That was a much harder fight than I wanted it to be. We wasted our only regen item, which is a massive shame. But luckily we picked up Rootbind, which I didn't expect. I don't even know. Let's have a look at that. Maybe this is worth it. That makes me feel a lot better. Finn is obviously healed. Oh god, I do not want to tangle with you right now. Please, can you just peace? Can you just relax a little bit? Because I need to heal my sick Digimon. Can you just go away? Thanks. Alright, so I do want to try and get past this red Vegemon. We are going to have to try and aggro him round. I don't want to fight him again, just on the off chance that he one-shots us. Unfortunately, Finn took a bit of a butt whipping. This is actually Saberdramon, but he's standing right behind Mega Cabaterimon, which is hilarious. Alex is sticking his ass right in his face. Let's use some healing items because that was far too close for comfort in my opinion. We'll just use a bunch here. We're powering through these at this point, so we have to be careful, but at the same time, I think it's worth. If it lets us explore, then it's definitely worth. Okay, so we're missing the strong moves for our big guy here, but I think we just picked one up, so let's have a look. I don't know how excited I should be over this pickup, but let's have a quick peek. I'm pretty sure it is Alex that can use it. Wow, this looks like it's quite far down the tree, level 4 in damage. So Root Bind does 700 damage and costs 719 MP to use, but also adds like a debuff onto the enemies, which makes them really slow, and it has a B range. Interesting. That is definitely going to make our guy a lot stronger, which is definitely something that we're pleased about picking up. Now that we have that, I don't want to fight this guy again, just because he might actually cuck us. Now, if Saberdramon is really assholey to us, he could push. Oh, perfect. All right. So our boy Alex here, or Girl, whichever you prefer at this point. Alex actually came in with a counter defense and blocked that guy off, which is great. Now, I thought we were directly into the next area, but we aren't yet. Not quite yet. We have more Digimon to explore, and we also have something interesting up on the cliff there. Up there yonder, as they say. So I am gonna talk to this little can you just not? I really don't want to fight against this Black Gabumon because although he has very little stats, are you gonna really? Wow. Alright, dude, this guy wants to tango. Alright, let's see how we get on. Let's see how much damage we can do with our Mega Cabaterimon here. Maybe this fight will actually go really easily. Yeah, it looks like he's almost dead, so I am just going to use Root Bind, and then I'm actually going to use Nightmare as well, and this fight is going to be over before it even started. See you later. Well, I mean, it's your fault, Black Gabumon. Did I call him Gatomon again? I think I did. Who knows? Alright, we get no stats whatsoever, no XP. These guys are still technically rookies, even though they do pack quite a punch. I just wanted to talk to Auroramon, guys. That's all I wanted to do. So, let's see. We're going to feed these guys. Give them their meat for just now, and that'll be them settled. Let's talk to this little guy and see what she wants. Hey, friendo. Let's pop up here. Once you pass through these caves, you will be at Mod Cape, so she actually tells us. The mod ship is a pirate vessel, alright. The crew's long gone. The crew's long game from the sound of it, but there's still strong Digimon around, so again, another little typo there. That's pretty sweet. We like things like that. It's pretty funny. And yeah, that's all Auroramon does, interestingly enough. Through that little cave there is a new biome to explore, and we're going to try our best to get to that, but first it looks like we have other things to do. So up here, let's chit-chat to this, because there is an ominous Digimon right behind this hedge, and I'm pretty sure that he is not alone. So let's see. If it isn't our friend from the future, friend from the past. I guess it's been both for me at some point. But here we have Reina in our scantily clad outfit that probably isn't very good for any kind of nighttime battle conditions, but you know, it is what it is. Let's talk to her. I've been calling her Reina, but it's actually Rena, so my bad for that. Glad you made it, my little apprentice. I mean, I don't know who Reina thinks she's talking to, but her Digimon behind her is looking extremely strong. I think that is an Ultra Force Vidramon, or Ultra Force Vmon. I don't know how it's pronounced, but anyways, let's start off with some lessons. Okay, if you say so. So it looks like Rena's going to give us some tips. Why are you just standing there gaping like that? You saw it right, the Digimail. You're a good enough trainer. I think that was to train with me? Why do you need to have two partners? It bothers you, right? I mean, it does at first when we're juggling all of the bathroom trips and whatnot, but we're getting there. We're becoming quite attached to the two chaps that we have with us. Now that we're on the same page, here's what you need to do for training. Drum roll, please. It says to do 10 training sessions. A tamer is nothing without training. Don't worry, it's a piece of cake. Come back here when you're done. Seriously, get going now. So I guess Rena's gonna give us some orders here to do some training. I think we'll train whenever we fucking feel like it, bitch. But yeah, we will be back and chat to her at some point in the future. Honestly, it is not an urgent questline to do with Rena. I'm pretty sure she was kind of fired in last minute, if you ask me. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But anyways, we will come back to her at some point in the future, probably after we do the training that she wants us to do. But for now, let's actually try. I don't want to fight two of you guys at once, honestly. Can you just please behave? We could honestly probably take two at once, but I am so scared that we end up in a battle where we use a lot more resources than we need to. Let's try and pull one of these guys across and then try and get to Renamon. Yeah, there we go. This is what I want. I want to aggro these guys one at a time. This could be called taking it easy and playing like a bitch, but at the same time, I know how spanky this game can get and how spicy it can get as well. Again, keeping an eye on our MP. We got a green stock, 100 bits, blah blah blah. Alright, not too much to write home about. Talk to these dudes. And hopefully we can chat to Renamon here. That would be fantastic. I would like to speak to her because she seems a lot more important than some of the other goons here. We are right in the middle of all the Digimon and they haven't aggroed yet. So I'm just going to make a fucking bolt for Renamon. This could go massively wrong. I don't know what's going to happen when we come out of this dialogue, guys. I don't know if the enemies reset or not, but we might be autopiloting out of this area. A human tamer, are you collecting ingredients? Each Digimon has their own favourite ingredient. The more you have on hand, the more Digimon friends you can satisfy. Well, I guess that makes a lot of sense. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm quite busy with training until we meet again. So Renamon is just going to be a bit of a sulky bitch and not do anything else. Now, I'm going to try and get round all these guys and nip into this area because as much as I would love to fight 18 Digimon at once, I would much rather show you guys a new part of the map. So here is Mod Cape, and the first area is the Inlet Cape. Now, Mod Cape, it looks like it would suit Saberdramon, our friend Finn here, as his home because it's very dark, and as you can see in the background, I think you guys can see that anyway, there is already a couple of Saberdramon kicking about here. We have a lot of things going on. So this is our pirate biome / sea biome. It's quite evil looking, quite menacing. Obviously, pirates are notoriously villainous characters, I guess you could say, for want of a better set of words. We also have a Black Gabumon and a Black Agumon standing here talking to us. They want to engage with us. Whether we want to talk to those boys just yet, I am not quite sure. And I don't want to drop any spoilerinos on you guys, but holy shit. Wow, that was a really, really convenient timing. I did not know that these guys needed the bathroom, but apparently they did. Cool. So yeah, liquid. Let's harvest some of this stuff. Digiwater, and it's gold. We also have someone else in here that we can actually interact with without fear of getting ass blasted. Let's talk to this guy. Again, Black Agumon and Black Gabumon, they seem like rookies, but they are more than they appear, believe me. So it's something that we'll come back and talk to later on. They call me Stingmon. I have nothing to say to you at the moment. So yeah, I guess that is that. Thanks for being extremely sociable there, Stingmon. Good lad. Let's head round and see if we can do anything else while we're here. I'm going to harvest this because we are in a... Mod Cape is not particularly hard to get to, guys, right? But because it's kind of out of the way of the city, harvesting resources here is a little bit more important than normal. Who else do we have? We have a Saberdramon level 26. And we also have our friend here standing... I forgot what his name is. Paladramon? Is that correct? He's there as well. Now, I want to chat to him, but I don't think we're going to be able to with these guys floating around. Honestly, we could probably fight the Saberdramon, but at the same time, I don't feel comfortable doing it right now with a little amount of recovery items and also an even less amount of revive items. You know, if he puts a smashing on us, we might end up taking a pounding. Now, there is actually a blue Digimon here. Who is this standing on the edge? I can't actually see. That Agumon there is not aggressive like these guys are, and I don't know why. I would like to talk to him, but the Black Agumon on the deck are actually level 27. For some reason, one of them is red and one of them's not, and I don't know why that is, but for the time being, we're going to probably just relax in this area. There is one person that I want to talk to, and he is just down here. We also have a fishing point, which is kind of interesting. Let's chat to this guy, because he looks like he could be of use to us. Could be an interesting character, one might say. Let's talk to this guy. This is obviously Seadramon. What's up, buddy? Hey! Oh wait, never mind. Come back once the city's gotten bigger. I won't ask you anything until then. So, Seadramon gives us a clue that that the city does actually expand as well. So, although we know that, if you are a new player to the game, you might not know that. And here we have another boat. There's tons of ways to go in Mod Cape, honestly. We've got Agumon, again, Black Agumon, level 27. Don't know whether we can fight these guys. We probably can, in all honesty, with our new powerful moves. But for the time being, I think we just need to peace out. I want to do like one battle before we leave though, but the problem is with these enemies is that they are in clusters, so it can be difficult finding, like, picking and choosing one or two fights at the, like, you know, we just want to fight one Digimon at a time, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't know what we could do here. We probably want to head back to the city at some point and sleep for the evening. This really sucks as a fishing spot apparently. Let's see if we can catch anything new here, because again, fish is generally quite expensive, especially if you catch some good ones. Although it doesn't look like we're getting any luck this time. We'll try once more and find out if we're just being unlucky here, or whether we can actually, like, if we need better fishing equipment, shall we say, to catch anything here. It doesn't look like we're going to be very successful. Oh, it was. Alright, so we can fish here. I looked away at the wrong time. I thought that was going to time out there. We can actually catch things here, so I'm going to try until we catch a fish and see what we can actually get. A Digifry. Okay, never again. I'm going to head back to the little entrance area and I'll meet you guys there, okay? Alright guys, I have basically just walked back the tiny little distance to this area in order to try and maybe tangle with some of these guys. Now, I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but we're going to try it anyway because, you know, we have fought against Digimon in the past who have been marked as red, but then we smashed them. So if we can get... Oh, we actually... Oh no, I'm just being a massive idiot. Alright, ignore that ever happened. And we'll feed a Digistock to Alex here. Wait, do you need another one? Wow. Alex, you beast. Alright, okay, fair dues. Yeah, I want to fight against some of these Digimon. I don't know who we should challenge, but I also want to get out the other side of this area as well. Let's see if we can pull one of these Demi-Devimon, although they look like they're going to come together, which is a bit of a pain. Come together right now. Alright, can you just not? Right, here we go. Let's find out. Can we handle these guys? Only time will tell. I do want to make sure that we definitely get our ultimates in this fight, just to make it go as smoothly as I can. Looks like Sabredramon's taking a bit more damage than I would like. And it also looks like Alex is churning through a bunch of MP. Oh god, we really have to be careful here. I'm pushing the wrong buttons here. Okay, so Finn, you are getting absolutely mashed, my friend. But at the same time, we almost have... let's just do a double recovery here, just to be safe. We take out one of the guys, but they're pushing back with a lot of damage. We should be scared here. We might end up losing Mega Kabuterimon if we're not careful. I need to be using more commands in battle, guys, but when I'm in the inventories like this all the time, it makes it very difficult to manage things properly. I'm going to just try and get both of our strong moves off, and hopefully it's enough to finish this fight, which it is. That was a lot more dicier than I wanted it to be, guys, so I apologise that was really messy. Again, I don't get a chance to talk as much in these fights because I'm constantly monitoring the HP of our Digimon. So if it feels like when a battle starts and I am just, you know, I can't look at you guys, I can't like talk properly because I'm trying to focus on keeping our guys alive. You get no chances in this game to kind of relax. It's not turn-based like Cyber Sleuth. We don't get a chance to relax at any point. So here we get one of our recovery discs back, which is nice because we used a bunch in that fight. We were throwing them left and right. And we also pick up quite a decent amount of stats across the board. I don't know if this is a good area to train in. I think maybe fighting against one of these guys at a time would be a lot better and a lot easier, but it looks like they come in twos, which is kind of problematic. I think there's a chance that one of our guys could be injured here, so if that happens as well, I won't be surprised. Let's find out. Yeah, so Alex is hurting. These guys are pretty happy, even though Alex is injured, so we're going to need to give him a bandage again, or otherwise he is going to make this really awful noise that the Digimon do when they are injured. Let's give him a bandage and hopefully this cures his problem, which it does. And then I think what we will do is also give Alex a bunch of recovery items. In fact, I won't give him more than 2 because that's just to keep him safe. But we're probably going to be jettisoned back to the city before too long anyway. So giving him too much recovery items doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm going to harvest a bunch of wood here while we can. We get Digifellwood. Again, to you guys, this might mean nothing. But some of these materials, all I know is that when I see them as yellow, I know that they're important. So we mean as well just collect them while we can. And it's better to have them on us or back in the city than not have them at all. So here we go, Modship 3.0. This is another area we can get to. And this time we have Wild Seadramon that we can fight against. Now this guy probably would be a great enemy for us to train against. Probably a little bit tougher than the Sabredramon in the last area. So we will probably return here at some point. This is one of my favourite grinding spots in the game. Definitely a good spot to be in if you are trying to make your guys stronger. I wanted to fight against that Sabredramon, but honestly I don't know if we should be doing it with so little HP items and it being so close to the end of the day. So what we're going to do is we're going to just relax a little bit, not throw too much carnage into the mix and just relax back at the site for a bit. So here we have Digimon. Who's he going to tell us about now? Welcome back, Wolfie. I have good news. Kabuterimon has come back to Floatia. It improves the gear in the training hall. The city's prosperity is now 13 and things are starting to look up. And we get a bunch of tamer points as well. And all of our items have been deposited. So let's go outside. Town Square Floatia. I keep waiting on the day that our town is going to expand, but it doesn't look like that is the point. Or that is going to happen right now. We're not at that point yet, I should say. Let's nip back into the training hall. See if we can't talk to Kabuterimon because he is actually chilling with us right here. Quagmon, excuse me, eat this, it will help with your training. We get a bird radish, and then Kabuterimon's over here as well. Alright, awesome, I work here. I modify the training gear, use the gear a lot, and save power, fight hard. So, if we speak to Kabuterimon again, we actually get a new interaction. Still not enough power in the gear. So I'll show you what he means by this. If you were spamming on the training wheel a bunch, then you guys will see that above each piece of training apparatus, depending on how much we have used it, there is a progress bar. Now when you fill that progress bar up, you come here, you speak to Kabuterimon. He takes almost all of your money because it is very expensive, if I remember correctly. It's not too bad, but it's quite, you know, you need a decent amount of money to be able to play about with it. And he's going to improve the training apparatus, which is fantastic. So as you can see, we have been doing a bunch of training in HP since day one, so HP is way up. And then I think after that, speed is the second highest. Just some things to think about. Eventually we will be able to get these leveled up and probably speak to Kuwagamon, or Kabuterimon rather. Sorry, I always get those two mixed up. But anyways, for the time being, we do have the option to train for a couple of hours, and I think what we should do is try and get Finn's stats up in particular, because there is a strong possibility, now that Alex is an ultimate, we have the training multiplier, and it makes sense to try and get Finn to an ultimate if we can. I'm not going to sweat over it, but if we can, that would be great. So we have a bunch of tamer skills. We should probably do this as well while we have the time. Let's have a look in here. Do I want to take any of these things? That takes 15, so we won't be able to do that. We could take an evolution boost as well. I guess this makes sense. Parameters rise when Digivolve into a Digimon for the first time, so I guess that means like a brand new Digimon. I don't know. Parameters rise when your partners Digivolve. I mean, that would be a pretty stable one to take. We could also get MP back when we walk around to match our HP regen. Or we could try and save up for one of these big ones. I don't know if that's too important right now. I would like extra money, but again, not super important. I don't know how much extra it gives you. If it was a lot, then it might be worth, but for now, we're not struggling for money all the time. Tactics, what can we get from here? Cooperation boost attacks raised, and critical chances landed from behind, so that can be very, very useful as well. Again, we talked about in the last episode about how we might want to take high defense because it's very, very important. There's a ton of stuff we could do here, guys, and honestly, it doesn't matter. I think what we should do is probably put a point or some points into evolving type, because at some point, if Finn does Digivolve, we're going to get an immediate benefit from that, and that would be a good thing to have. So, with all that nonsense being said, let's have a look at Finn and see if there's any more information that can be gathered about his Digivolution options. Let's have a look. So here, Megadramon, we don't know how many points we need in order to hit that, but we do know that our wisdom is already high enough, and we also need to get our weight up, and that our MP needs to be 3,500. So again, if you guys don't understand what's going on here, don't worry about it too much. We will eventually hit it. We will be going into more detail as the series goes on, but for now, we just want to be looking at some of the things that we could be working towards here. We could try and aim to go for Lady Devimon or Megadramon. At this point, it's so hard to know which one's the right decision. I guess we could try and get our strength and speed up to 600. It's likely that our wisdom is kind of en route towards that anyway, but we would need to reduce our discipline greatly. I mean, I think what is Finn's discipline at right now? Let me have a quick peek. His discipline is actually maxed out, so getting negative discipline at this point will be extremely difficult. I don't know if that's a thing that's going to happen. I would love to have a Megadramon, guys, but I don't know how unrealistic it is to try and want that. I don't know how close Finn is to hitting these requirements. It's hard when we don't have as much info. I guess we could try and put his weight up and his MP up to 3,500 and then train other things in between. Realistically, training his MP makes a lot of sense anyway. His weight's actually en route. It's at 32 right now, and we could definitely give him some items to make that happen. Again, I would love a Megadramon, but I don't know if it's possible this early in the game. I guess we can shoot for, or aim for the stars, so to speak, and try, but... Okay, so I think what we'll do is put Finn on the MP, seeing as that's the only training thing that we know. And then for Alex, it seems that his stamina is the lowest point, so we could probably go for that as well. I think he does tend to get one shot every now and then, which is kind of interesting, so stamina makes sense. We managed to land a critical square, which is nice. And it's bathroom time. Now, luckily, hitting the requirements for MP shouldn't be too hard with this Digiboost, which is nice. So let's just do this a couple more times. We'll wrap up our episode here, and that will be us done for the day. Let's do one more. If we can't get a critical square here, and then I don't know what to think, but we get it anyways. Here we go. So we got our MP up to where it needs to be. I think, was it 3,000? I'm pretty sure it was. And then look at this. So yeah, I think both the guys need to go to sleep. I just want to check. Sorry, I know we were just in here, guys. I apologise for this. 3,500, so we need to get it up another 500. But then tomorrow, we should probably be paying attention to Finn's weight and trying to feed him more berries than normal. Okay, so both our guys need to go to sleep, so let us go in here. We'll bash in our snooze fest, and yeah, that'll be us for the episode. We did a couple more good things, and it means that when we start off tomorrow's ep, we will probably be able to go and visit our seed that we planted and see what is progressing in that domain. Now, before we do that, what I'm going to do here is feed Alex some meat until he is happy, and then Finn, on the other hand, we are going to chill for a bit because I want to feed Finn a giant strawberry that we have in the bank, which will throw his way up through the roof. So I don't know exactly how much the big berry or giant strawberry or whatever it's called does, but we're going to find out right in this moment in time. So store, we'll go in here and we will take out our giant strawberry that we better still have. Okay, we're not in the warehouse. Why am I so stupid? Baby strawberry, heavy wild strawberry with a lot of bulk. So that is a clue. We're going to take that out, and we are going to talk to Finn. So Finn's weight right now is 32, so that is good to know. Let's see how much the strawberry actually puts Finn up. I don't know if he's going to enjoy this, but we're just going to go with it and see how it goes. This is ideally what the strawberries are used for. So here we go. So here we go. We went from 32 up to... Oh, we actually get strength there. I didn't mean to click that so fast, guys. I apologise. And we're going to give Finn a bit of meat as well to make him happy. And let's check out his weight now. See if it's any different to what it was. It's 38, yeah. So we get a massive boost to weight there. We're very close to getting to that 40 stage that we need to in order to hit Megadron. Again, I don't know how realistic that is, but it's the only information we have to go on for now. So why not actually just aim for it? We're going to pick up our resources so that we are prepped for tomorrow's episode, and then that will be us. I'm feeling pretty good about the series so far, guys, and I hope that you are enjoying it. We've been doing so much, I feel, and yeah, it's very nice to revisit this game. I've said it a bunch already, so I don't mean to keep repeating, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the series, and I can't wait to keep playing. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have been enjoying the episodes, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. If you want to leave me any comments, as always, go for it, and I will see you in the next part of the series. Goodbye, guys. See you later.